Now, 1.1 Basics of a computer program. Before start our discussion, we must understand certain basic concepts relating to programming. The knowledge of basics is very essential before you study any subject, not only computer science, any subject. Before studying any subject, you should have the knowledge of the relevant basics, what I mean to say. If you have the knowledge of basics, it reduces the scope of future doubts. Understand? If you have the knowledge of basics, it reduces the scope of future doubts. So you can smoothly understand the future doubts. That's why first let us understand certain basic concepts and proceed. First let us understand a word program. P-R-O-G-R-A-M-M-E. This is a very popular word in our day-to-day life. Very frequently we use this word program because we implement several programs every day. You go to a hotel for taking your breakfast. It is a program. You go to a supermarket to purchase monthly provisions. That is another program. You go to college for your studies. That is another program. If you see that any activity you implement every day is a program. That's why we can define it. A program is a set of activities. Set of activities. Let us take an example and analyze that. You have attended this class. This is a program. No doubt, this is a program. In order to implement this program, what you did? You implemented a series of steps, series of activities. Let us count them. You dressed up and got ready. You went to your parking, started your vehicle, drove the vehicle up to this building, and again parked your vehicle and took the lift, came to this classroom and settled in your seat. So, in order to implement the program of attending class, you have implemented 8 steps one by one sequentially. So, that is a program. Let us analyze one more example to have a better understanding over this. Now, you called your assistant and gave him a check for the purpose of withdrawing cash. So, you may give instruction or without instruction also, by your behavior or practice, he can understand what he has to do, which bank he has to go, which branch he has to go, which counter he has to go, how much money he has to draw, and all that he knows. So, you give an instruction to your assistant and that is a program. He implements it. Now, that is let us analyze that. What are the activities involved with that? Your assistant implemented a program. Now, let us analyze the steps. Take the check. Go to the bank. Go to the counter. Give the check. Collect cash. Count it. Keep it safe. Come to me. Give the amount. Now, you have given one instruction to your assistant. In turn, your assistant analyzed it and implemented 9 steps sequentially. Take the check, go to the bank, go to the counter, give the check, collect cash, count it, keep it safe, come to me and give the amount. Now the program is implemented. Technically, all these steps are called algorithm. This is a program. A program is set of instructions. You know, similar word with a small same pronunciation and a spelling difference. Program. This is with a reference to computer. This word was created. Just you understand that. In original English, this word was not there. This was there. And with reference to computers, this word was created. Because human program and computer program are alike. That's why the same word with a spelling change they have adopted. So, for the sake of discussion, for the sake of differentiation, let us call it as a computer program and let us call this as a human program. Human program. What is computer program? Computer program is a set of instructions. Set of instructions. Why is it a difference? Here, human program is set of activities. Computer program is a set of instructions. Actually, let us first take a computer program and analyze that. Thereafter, let us find the difference. Now, you have to write a program to prepare your mark statement. Preparing marks report. This is the task of the program. In order to implement this task of the program, now we have to give these instructions. Start program. Read marks. Read marks. Find total. Find average marks. Find total marks. Find average marks. Print report. Stop program. This is the algorithm for this. Now, algorithm means the steps involved in implementation of a task. Now you see the steps involved in implementation of the task. Withdrawing cash from the bank. The steps involved in the implementation of the task. That is preparing a marks report. Now, let us analyze the difference between the two. These are set of instructions and set of activities. Set of activities and set of instructions. These things you are doing on your own. So, these are set of activities. Here, computer. Computer is your assistant. That's why you have to instruct computer. Now you are instructing your assistant. In the same manner, the modern servant is computer. So you have to instruct to your computer. That's why it is defined as set of instructions. One thing you must remember. Suppose you don't have assistant, you yourself should go to bank and withdraw the money. So you have entrusted your job to your assistant. Instead of you, your assistant is implementing. So that's why the nature of job never be changed. Here you see our jobs, because of computer is our modern assistant, we are entrusting our jobs to the computer. So instead of us, the computer will do that. That's why the basic nature of job never be changed. Understand? That's why we are instructing to your assistant in the same way. That's why it is called a set of instructions. Set of instructions. Which instructions you have to give? Now the task is preparing marks report. Which instructions you have to give? Start program. Start program and stop program. Every software program is like a mission. You have to start it. Our task is performed. It should be stopped. So for every program, starting and stopping. These are the common features. Thereafter, read marks. Read marks means you have to enter the marks. Suppose if you want a marks report, you have to enter the marks. Your marks are like this: 45, 56, 67, 72, 81. You are entering your marks. Now, while you are entering, system takes the marks and stores the marks in the computer memory. And that process is called reading. Reading and here writing. You can call it printing is, you can call it as writing. Reading and writing. These are two complementary steps. Reading means you enter your marks through keyboard and computer takes it and stores in the computer memory. This process is called reading. Then after entire process is over, program prints the data on the displays the data on the monitor screen. That is called writing. So in every program you can find these two steps, reading and writing. Now thereafter finding total marks. As a part of the marks report, you expect that total marks are to be printed. So you have to calculate total marks. Like in mathematics, you use a formula, total marks is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5. Then you can, computer can calculate total marks. Thereafter, you have to find out average marks, because part of the marks report, you have to print average marks. So that is also using a formula, total marks, average marks is equal to total marks by 5. That is average marks you find out. So write report with all this data, your marks, with the total marks, average marks, and you print a report in a formal manner with a layout in a readable format. You print. Thereafter, now your task is performed and stop the program. This is the algorithm. Now you see, for a human program, this is the algorithm. For a computer program, is the algorithm. These are set of activities and these are set of instructions. We have to give instruction to the computer and the computer will implement that. Always you remember, in every program, a program is like imagine like a mission. It is a software mission. Then you compare with a flour mill. Start, stop, and you give input. You go to a flour mill and give some grain. The mill process it and keep and delivers the output. Here, a reading marks means you are giving input. Then this is the process. System calculates total marks and calculates the average marks and then print report. So this is the output. Then your task is performed. This is stopped. So in every program, commonly you can find start program and stop program, reading and writing. These are the common steps. This is the processing. Every program, it differs, and later we understand that. This is the algorithm. This is the algorithm of the computer program. This is the algorithm of the human program. Just you compare both are alike. Here, the major difference you have to find out. Your assistant's language and your language may be same. Your medium is same. So your assistant can understand your language and implement it. But computer cannot understand any human language. That's why we must learn its language, a computer language, and we have to instruct it. Computer language like C, C++, we have to learn. And we cannot give instructions like this. You can give instructions in the human language to your assistant. But for computer, you cannot give instructions in the human language. And you translate every step in the algorithm into computer programming like this. Now we are learning C language instructions, and then you have to give it. Then computer will implement it. That point you have to remember. Now, I feel that you understood the difference between human program and a computer program. Then the spelling is different, the pronunciation is almost same. Now let us consider the definition, formal definition of a computer program. Now, one thing I am telling you, don't by heart anything. Everything you understand through examples. Then concepts you can understand very easily, and for examination you can write well, you can have a lot of stuff to write, and you can explain it very easily. Just to observe my explanation. Similar way you can explain. Now you could understand what is the human program and what is the computer program. Now computer program algorithm I have written. Now I am explaining you what formal definition of a computer program. Okay. Now every computer program is a set of instructions. Every computer program is set of instructions which acts upon a set of data, what for? In order to achieve a predefined task, and which is executed on a computer. Mainly for the students, I am telling you, here don't by heart anything. In a simple way, now you are asked, what is the definition of computer program? Now take an example like this and all that. Now anybody can easily understand what is this is the algorithm. Now you see, I have written the definition in 4 steps. Every computer program is a set of instructions. Here, how many instructions are there? 6 instructions are there. These all instructions together called a program, a set of instructions, and which acts upon a set of data. What is the data? This is the data. Now you see, all these instructions are directly or indirectly acting upon the data. Now you take reading marks, it is dealing with the data, it is taking data. Finding total, it takes the marks and calculate total marks. Find the average, it takes the total marks and find the average. Prints report or writing report, then it takes all this data and writes report. So all these instructions directly or indirectly acting upon the set of data. And what for? What for we are doing all these things? To achieve the predefined task. What is the predefined task? Preparing marks report. Preparing marks report is the predefined task, and all this is executed on a computer. So you will have lot of stuff to write with this, whatever I explained and all that. Without reading, you can write 1 page of material. So every computer program is set of instructions which act upon a set of data, and in order to achieve a predefined task, not accidental task, before writing the program, you must know what is the task. With reference to that task only, you develop all these instructions, you enter data, you enter the relevant data, and which is executed on a computer. So that's why it is called computer program. In this manner, not only this concept, from the beginning, how to explain is very core. Now, many people know concepts, know subject. They may implement also, they cannot communicate. If you don't communicate, there is no use at all. So, now I assume that you have started your study today. Then, from the beginning, every concept, you just think, how can I explain? After concept is over, don't go to the second one immediately. Just you question yourself, can I explain this concept to my friend? If it is yes, you proceed to the second one. Here, wonderful strategy, self-assessment report I am giving here. Here you see, after study the first concept, what you do? You question yourself, can I explain this concept to my friend? If it is yes, put a tick and proceed second. In your lifetime, you should not come back to the first concept again. In that way, you have to own it. Then, within just a few weeks, you can master all the C language through this book. Understand? After this discussion, let us analyze the differences between the human program and the computer program. Regarding computers, many people are having some wrong notions. So we should have clarity about the computer. Computer is having certain plus points and certain minus points. All that you must understand before we study C language. The first one is medium. Actually, if you take a human program, your medium and your assistant medium is one and same. That's why he is able to understand your instructions. But computer's medium is different. Computer cannot understand any human language like English, Hindi, Telugu, and all that. And computer can understand computer programming languages such as C, C++, Java, etc. Understand? So now I have written an algorithm already. That is start program, read mark, find total, find average, print report, stop program. These things we have to translate into computer programming language. Suppose here you see start program. For C language provides a code for this. This indicates starting program. This indicates stopping program. Like this, for everything, for every human instruction, the corresponding computer language instruction is there. So if we have to instruct to a computer means what you have to do? First, you have to list out all the steps, what type of human instructions you have to give it to the computer. That you should have an idea. If it is a big program, you have to write all of them. If it is a small program and all that, you have to keep them in mind. And every instruction should be translated into C language instruction. Then what we call a set of instruction is called a program. Actually, we cannot give a single instruction to the computer. We have to bundle all the, maybe one instruction also, we have to bundle it and give it to the computer in the form of a program. A bundle of instructions is called a program. A set of instructions is called program. So that is the first one. Second one is brain. Actually, computer does not have any brain. It is a brainless machine. You must understand, many people feel that computers are very brainy machines and all that. Little later I explain. Computer, first understand that computer is a brainless machine. It is just a computation machine. It can perform computations much faster than the human being, but it does not have any brain. So if you take a human program, your assistant applies his brain. That means if you don't give instruction also, he takes the check and he could understand. So simply if you give the check, then your assistant can understand what he has to do. He didn't give any algorithm. Take check, go to bank, go to counter, give the check and all that, he didn't give. Now his brain analyzed that, all the steps. He also may not know that. His brain analyzed all the steps, all the 9 steps, and instruct his hardware. What is his hardware? His hands, legs, mouth, ears, and all that are his hardware. Then that is the way. Your assistant is having brain, but this computer assistant does not have any brain. It is a brainless machine. That's why you have to give every instruction meticulously. Now already you have seen, simply if you tell print marks report means computer cannot do that. You have to meticulously develop the algorithm. Every step meticulously develop the algorithm, and each and every step you have to transform into the computer language instruction, and you have to bundle them as a program and then give it. Computer can do that. Computer by itself does not have any brain. In films, robo and all that, you see that computers are acting very intelligently. Computer originally does not have any brain. Our brain, our piece of intelligence, we are incorporating into the computer by way of program. That is called artificial intelligence. Understand? Computer by itself does not have any brain. Computer is a brainless machine. It is an electronic machine. It was developed, designed and developed for the purpose of calculating, making computations. That's all. It does not have brain on its own. That point. And the third one, mistakes. If you commit any mistake, your assistant may correct it. Correct it. But in case of computer, if you give any wrong, erroneous instruction to the computer, computer may not implement it. Otherwise, it may implement it wrongly. Understand? But your assistant, instead of Karur Vaisya Bank, you may tell ING Vaisya Bank. But simply seeing the check, you can understand it is Karur Vaisya Bank. Understand? So, your mistakes never be corrected, cannot be corrected by a computer. Computer never correct your mistake. It may fail to perform the action, perform the task, or otherwise it may give wrong result. These are the negative points about the computer. Next, the positive point, speed. Speed. Actually, as far as speed is concerned, an ordinary computer can perform its computations millions of times faster than the human being. Suppose 17 into 15, you may take 4 or 5 seconds. A computer takes a 1 or 2 microseconds. Microsecond means a million, that is 10 lakhs, 1 by 10 lakh seconds. Understand? So, this you understand that computer does not have any brain on its own. Computer can perform computations millions of times faster than the human being. An ordinary computer also works millions of times faster than the human being. And here your instruction is correct. Computer never commits a mistake. Your instruction is correct. Computer never commits a mistake, but it never corrects your mistakes. Already I told you. Understand? And number 5, the strength of the computer. It does not require any rest. Suppose if you work to your assistant, many times he wants rest, and he can work for a limited period of time. He cannot work for 24 hours, 365 days. But a computer can work 24 hours, 365 days also, without continuously. So that is another strength of the computer. It does not require any rest. So continuously you give input and it performs its job without any error. So, sixth one, error is human. You know a saying, error is human. Being humans, always we commit mistakes, and for rectifying mistakes, we spend a lot of time. But computer, if your instruction is correct, computer never commits a mistake. Many people tell that computer mistake, that it crashed. Don't believe it. If your instruction is wrong, already I told you, computer may give wrong result. But if your instruction is 100% correct, computer never commits a mistake. So, its speed is millions of times faster than the human being. It does not require any rest, and it does not commit any mistakes, provided your instructions are 100% correct. So, these are the plus points and minus points regarding the computer. You should have 100% complete idea, clear idea, pragmatic idea about the computer. Then, because we are going to rule the computer, we are going to instruct the computer. So, that's why you should know all the strengths and weaknesses, pros and cons of a computer. Then only you can handle it properly. So, these points you remember before starting our learning. So, here one thing I am telling you, all your instructions should be very, very meticulous. Don't expect that computer will imagine something or computer will come correct your mistakes and all that. Never be done. So, all these points you should keep in mind before you learn C language, because this knowledge is very essential for everybody who are learning programming languages. This basics, the knowledge of basics is very much required uh, in order to avoid future doubts.